Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I just wanted to do kind of a quick video here, just outlining a couple of things that are going to be coming up on the channel over the next couple of days. So I'm doing a little bit of a share screen here for you. So you can see my channel basically is on there, and I've got it queued up to my upcoming live streams. So that's going to be a big part of what's coming up this weekend, although I do have a regular video plan. So I'm just going to outline for you what to expect over the next couple of days. First of all, you can see here a little bit, and I'll expand it here. On this one here, I'm going to be chatting with a gentleman named Carvin Chung. Now, those of you who may not be familiar with, I won't give you all his background yet, although in the description I do give you a little bit here in case you are curious, and you can Google Carvin. And what you're going to discover is that he has a thing or two to do with a little product called Exquisite in basketball. You may be familiar with it if you're familiar with that LeBron RPA that sold for about $2 million not that long ago. Well, that product, Carvin may be somewhat associated with it. We'll put it that way. And that's something that I'll elaborate more when we get to the live stream. Also, like I said, you can see in the description there, or you can Google him, and you're going to find a little bit of understanding about his background in the hobby. And it's been an illustrious background in the hobby with a lot of different things. He's also been involved with a little something called the Cup in hockey as well. And then in addition to that, he's also been involved with a little product called Immaculate. So needless to say, he's been a long-term hobbyist. He's been a dealer. He's worked for card companies, including Upper Deck and Panini. And nowadays he works on the distribution side of it. So Carvin has a wealth of experience on a lot that he can tell us about kind of his opinion on different things, as well as the current state. Because on the distribution side where he sits now, it's a very different angle and look from the way it was looking from a collector's perspective, or from a dealer's perspective, or even from a manufacturer's perspective. And he's got all those different perspectives to be able to offer to us here and give us a little bit of insight. So I'll leave the door open for him to kind of take it in any direction he wants, but we'll be having kind of a hobby conversation, to chat, and just to get a little bit of understanding of where he stands on where the current hobby landscape is, because for the distribution side of it, they get affected just like everybody else. So I think that'll be a potentially very interesting conversation. And the last thing that I'll include here for you, just as a little teaser, just to bear in mind, I also included a link to an interview that he did with Jeremy from Sports Cards Live, which will come up again in a second. But he did an interview early on with Carvin where they went into some of his background. On my conversation with Carvin, we're not going to go into all his background, although I will allude to it a little bit, and we'll include some of that as a little bit of a background. But if you are curious a little bit about Carvin, they do an excellent job giving a little bit of laying the groundwork for it in that interview, and I included a link to that in the description for this video here. In addition to that, so let me back up out of this. Oh, sorry, I almost forgot. I was going to mention here. So for this one is going to be coming up this Friday. So I'm recording this on Thursday night. So the video is going to go up today, and then Friday night, at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Time, I'm going to be chatting with Carvin. So I'll be chatting with him on Friday evening, and then later on the channel. So now I'll go back to where I was. Like I said, I mentioned Jeremy Lee, Sports Cards Live. I'm going to be hanging out with Jeremy on Sunday. So every other Sunday, I've been doing a conversation where I've been hanging out with my buddy Amit, and we've been chatting about different hobby topics, but then also a little bit of general conversation and nonsense. We have a little bit of fun with it. It's more of a chill stream, a relaxed stream. It's not meant to be overly serious, although we do talk about some sports card topic as well. So Jeremy's going to be joining me this Sunday as we kind of mix it up. So it's going to be in between. So then my expectation is Amit will then join me the following Sunday. So we alternate the Sundays where usually there's a gap in between. So with the gap there, Jeremy has agreed to join me, and I thought it was the perfect timing to put him on there. So that's going to be Sunday, November the 8th, and that's going to be at 9:30 p.m. as well, Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 Pacific. So that's going to be on my channel as well. And if you're not familiar with Jeremy's channel, you can certainly check out Sports Cards Live. You can check out the link in for this video as well, in this placeholder. Or you can go to Sports Cards Live on YouTube, and you'll find that he's done about 60 or 61 different episodes with hobby luminaries, with collectors, with all kinds of things. And I've been on the channel a number of times myself in his after-hour show. And I did make a cameo appearance on one of his regular episodes. So there you go. Now I'm going to use a little editing magic here to bring you to this. So this is the last one I wanted to talk to you about before I mention the video that's going to be on my channel. So one other thing that's going to be happening. So like I said, I've got the live stream where I'm going to hang out with Carvin on Friday evening, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then with Jeremy on Sunday, we're going to be having a little bit of a relaxed kind of chill live stream. I'll be doing that on Sunday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So at 9 p.m. on Saturday on the CardCutter YouTube channel. So right now I'm showing it to you. So CardCutter right there, just like that. I'm going to be hanging out with these two gentlemen where we're going to be hanging out and talking a little bit of wrestling. So you can get a sense from it just from looking at this icon here. So we're going to be hanging around talking a little bit of wrestling. They gave me a little bit of homework to do before this one, so it's going to be a little bit of fun. It's going to be kind of a lighthearted, fun conversation where we'll be hanging out and chatting a little bit about wrestling here. CardCutter, if you check out the rest of his channel, you're going to see that he does a lot of stuff with autographs through the mail and things like that as well. And Mike there, Canadian Cards, he's also a YouTuber who does a lot of different content, hockey cards, some baseball cards, some football cards, a little bit of everything. Hockey heavy, of course. He is Canadian Cards in Canada, like myself. So there is always a heavy dose of that. So 3 live streams in a row. Friday, I'm going to be doing it on my own channel with Carvin Chung. Saturday, I'm going to be hanging out with these guys, doing it on the CardCutter channel, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this one. And then Sunday, I'll be hanging out with Jeremy Lee from Sports Cards Live. That'll be happening at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully, if I've got a voice left by that point, we'll be able to get to Sunday. So we'll see about that one. Now, one more thing I'm going to do. I'm just going to back out of this one real quick. So one last thing is, as far as my regular pickup video, the one that I usually do on Friday, that's still going to happen. I'm going to be recording it hopefully on Friday. I'll try to get it done before I end up live streaming with Carvin. So I'm going to record it. I'm going to try to get it edited and ready to go on the channel. So if everything goes according to plan, if you're interested in seeing the pickups for the week, then that video should be uploaded and ready to go on my channel by Saturday. So if you're lacking in hobby content for some reason, there's a lot of it out there. I totally understand. I don't expect anybody to attend all these different things. I'm just giving them to you so you know what's coming up on the channel. So Friday, interview/conversation with Carvin Chung, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know I've repeated it a bunch of times, just in case you didn't catch it. Saturday will be the pickup video. Sunday will be the hanging out and chatting with Jeremy Lee. And then on the CardCutter channel, I'll be doing the live stream with those guys at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So those are the things coming up on the channel. One other thing I'll leave you with here. If you have any questions for either Carvin, because obviously he does have a lot of industry experience, so there's a lot of angles you could take on it. Like I said, longtime collector, dealer, from the manufacturing side of it, from the distribution side of it. So he's got a lot of, he's had his hands on a lot of these things, and he's got a wealth of experience and knowledge to be able to offer. So if you've got questions for Carvin, you can certainly leave them in the comments of this video. Or if you've got questions for Jeremy. Jeremy does his own interview show, Sports Cards Live, which I mentioned. And if you have any questions for him that we can address on the Sunday live stream, I'm more than happy to. Or if you've got any questions for me, you can certainly include them here as well. And on my Instagram, which you can find the link there, you can certainly ask any questions if you have there. I'm reachable there as well. Okay, so that's already enough. I wanted to keep this video relatively short, so we're going to stop right here. Thanks as always for watching. If you got any comments or questions, feel free to throw them in there. And maybe I'll catch you at one or more of these live streams. Thanks very much, and we'll catch you next time.